All right, man. Welcome back to Fanon International Boxing Channel. And we will be talking about Teofimo Lopez acting like he is losing his mind. Also, Bob Arum responds to the fact that Teofimo Lopez is acting like he's losing his mind. And Buddy McGirt has something to say about Vasily Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. So, in roughly 10 and a half, 11 minutes that we're going to go through this video, we're going to cover through all of that. Please make sure you watch to the end. Leave a comment and let me know what you think after the video. So let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. So there are a couple fights that are set for this year that I think are really, truly exceptional fights, and they are unification fights for 3 belts, like clockwork. I do this every time. 2 fights that are very, very good unification fights for 3 belts. One is Jermell Charlo versus Jason Rosario for the WBA, the WBC, and the IBF 154-pound title. And the other fight is Vasily Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez for all of the belts other than the WBC belt, which is a franchise belt held by Devin Haney. So they'll be fighting for the WBA, the WBO, and the IBF belts if they fight. Unfortunately for us fight fans, it might very much be looking forward to a fight like this, and I am definitely one of those. I think Teofimo Lopez is probably one of the most talented young fighters in boxing. There are people like, for example, Buddy McGirt, who is a trainer that I have a lot of respect for and I think is one of the best trainers in boxing, said that he believed Teofimo Lopez was the best of all of those young prospects, that including Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia, and that group of 20 to 22 something year old lightweights, right? Even though Shakur is down, I do believe Shakur is now at super feed, moved up from feather to super featherweight, so he's just one weight class down. But Buddy McGirt believes that Teofimo Lopez is the best of that group. I think that he is very, very talented, excellent fighter. Not the biggest on his personality, but hey, man, it is what it is. He's a fighter. He's going to be abrasive. Now, Lomachenko fighting Teofimo Lopez is an excellent fight, dude, that I think Teofimo Lopez has a chance to win. However, we might not get to see that because Teofimo Lopez is kind of acting a little bit, beside himself a little bit. And we'll go through that. Now, Lomachenko was offered, and what Bob Arum has to say about it. Now, Bob Arum said that this fight just may not be getting made. He said that Vasily Lomachenko had given money or given relief. I'm not sure what he means by giving relief, but he gave Bob Arum relief, in the words of Bob Arum, or top rank relief in the words of Bob Arum, which I would assume means monetary relief, and that he is taking less than the amount of money that he is guaranteed on his fight, that he's guaranteed for a given fight. Now, seeing as he's making over $3 million for this fight, as just, as a base fee. And Bob Arum said that he thinks that the fight's going to bring in $3 million. I just didn't understand the numbers that Bob Arum was using there. But regardless, he's saying that Vasily Lomachenko offered relief to Top Rank, knowing that Top Rank could not afford to pay the normal salaries to fighters because we're in the middle of a pandemic. And Teofimo Lopez is telling Bob Arum, look, man, that's your problem. That's not my problem. I'm not fighting unless you give me this money. Now, there's two ways to look at that. One is that Teofimo Lopez is saying, I worked very hard to get to the point where I could have this three belt unification fight, and I want to have that. And I didn't get there just for the fight. I got there also to make the money that should be associated with it, right? Against Vasily Lomachenko for all these belts. Give me my money. Now, the other side of it is, though, that, and this is something I'm not a big fan of Top Rank, but I will say that I have noticed this pretty consistently, definitely with like the relationship between Tim Bradley and Bob Arum, the fact that James Prince, who's a boxing manager out of Houston, he sends most of his, or if not all of the people that he manages, sends them to Top Rank, right? Like, for example, he took over managing the career of a guy that was fighting out of Houston, Ife Ajagba. So he took Ife Ajagba right over to the Top Rank. So as soon as you knew that he signed, you knew as soon as you heard where Ife Ajagba, who his manager was going to be, then he was going to go to Top Rank, which tells you that, shows you that these guys have a certain amount of loyalty to one another within that organization. Now, personally, I've had situations where through my professional career, where I work for organizations that were family businesses. And when you are a member of a family business or something where people really feel close to one another, and they truly feel like they're part of a team, and the business takes a hit, a lot of times the people that are closest to the owners or in the family take pay cuts, and they take pay cuts during time so that they can help balance that, so they can help balance the books for the company. Because if the company goes under, there's no money to be made at all, right? So you figure, oh, hey man, I'm a member of a family business. Yeah, if I got to take a 10% or 20% pay cut, why people have cash flow problems, or why there's something like this COVID thing going on, or back in the early 2000s, it was 9/11 and the stock market crashing, and all of that type of stuff. When you are really loyal to an organization, and the organization is loyal to you, then you guys can work together, and you take a dip on your pay when it comes back up. When their business is better, they give you your money. They take you back up to the level that you were in, and it helps you because you have job stability, right? You didn't walk away from your job. And also, they have the benefit of you also have the benefit of them knowing that they can trust you and that you really are part of the team. Because it is important, when you are a member of an organization, that there are going to be good times, there's going to be bad times, right? There are going to be times where they're flying high with money, and there's going to be times when it's not. But if you are really true to the cause, you're going to weather the storm with people, right? Like, for example, in the LDBC, and because I consider this an organization, loosely affiliated, not loosely affiliated, pretty solidly affiliated, group of, a few hundred channels, several thousand, many thousand, of people that comment and watch the videos. Sometimes, man, if you have a disagreement with somebody or whatever, you just kind of let stuff slide, or you work through it, because you understand that the group is more important than the individual, right? Now, Teofimo Lopez, if he has that type of Vasily Lomachenko, all right, clearly has that type of relationship with Bob Arum. I don't think that there's anybody that I've seen Bob Arum around, other than maybe Muhammad Ali, when during the 1970s, late 1960s, that Bob Arum fawned over like he fawned over Vasily Lomachenko. It's almost like Vasily Lomachenko was like the signing of his lifetime, right? He gives him a shot at a championship in his second fight, promises it to him on the contract. He comes through. He loses to Orlando Salido. He doesn't throw him underneath the bus, and he gives him another title shot the very next fight, right? So, obviously these guys have a good relationship, but Teofimo Lopez and Bob Arum obviously do not. But, so it's a bit of a catch-22 for Teofimo Lopez. Now, I believe that he should do what Buddy McGirt said, which is take the money and beat Vasily Lomachenko and then get $5 million for the next fight. Now, and I'd like to see that for Teofimo, because if Teofimo doesn't get that fight with Vasily Lomachenko and he walks away from that, who exactly is he going to fight, right? Who's going to be excited to fight a guy that's that talented, that really doesn't have, whose name recognition, he's got a lot of talent, but his name recognition is not like, Gervonta Davis's or Vasily Lomachenko's. Definitely not like Gervonta Davis. And so he's just a risk. Now, he can get some in-house fights from ESPN, maybe. I mean, from Top Rank, maybe. But even then, he's in trouble because now Bob Arum is looking at him sideways, and I'm hearing more and more that Bob Arum's already looking at him sideways. And from this comment, he's definitely looking at him sideways, right? So, how do you know that Bob Arum is going to continue to look out for you and get you the shots that he got you before if he doesn't think that you're going to cooperate with him? You know what I mean? Bob Arum is blackballed many a fighter, and I wouldn't be surprised if Teofimo Lopez could easily fall on that list acting like that with Bob Arum. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think, and with that, I'm out. Peace.